Hey guys, today we have Yash and he is having total 4 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices. And guys, those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Yash, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start?
Yes, we can start.
Okay, so Yash, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yes. First of all, thank you for giving me such opportunity. So, hello, my name is Yash Sharma, and I am a Java developer with the experience of backend applications using Java and OOPS-oriented programming principles. So, I have worked with technology such as Spring Boot, REST APIs, and JPA and SQL SQL database like MySQL and Git for versioning control also. So in my recent project, I just working on a telecom company. So in the telecom
Mm-hmm.
company, it manage all the SIM life cycle, whatever we use in the SIM, how we manage the data, voice, SMS, and how the
Mm-hmm.
billing also happen, how the inventory also happens, and the order of that account, user permissions, and
Got it.
also the authorization, authentication. These are the things we introduce in that project. I developed the REST APIs, integrated business logic, and they integrated with the database also. So I just and fix the
Okay,
performance and the production issue, and also
got it.
collaborate with
So
the
how
operating.
much do you know about authentication and authorization since you have mentioned you have worked on this side, right? In your project.
Yes. I just use the authorization and authentication. Like in the authentication, we use the for what who is come for login, like username
Mm-hmm.
and password. We validate from this, and is
Okay.
that a valid username password, and is that
Mm-hmm.
authorized username? Authenticate the username and password. Is it valid or not? And it is the
Mm-hmm.
logged user or the deleted user,
Okay.
and don't have that. And
So
the
have you
authorization.
used any web token?
Yes. I use the JWT token. So in that token, it is a part of three header payload and the whatever the signature we use in this
Okay.
combination of this.
Okay. So let's say consider an application where users must access resources based on their roles, like admin or user. So how would you utilize JWT in order to secure the access control?
Yes. In that I just use that in this we save the username and pass username in the claims we save the username and the account ID. From this username
Okay.
we save the roles, and from this roles we have the whatever the that user have the permission of that role, what screen that have authorized, that user is authorized or not, that which admin, which screens or admin they have access or not. So whatever the like in my project I just use for the is that user have permission to transit their sims state from that state to that state, from state to activate or
Okay.
activate suspended. So we manage
Okay.
the life cycle from this.
So what are the three parts of a JWT and what does each part represent?
Yes, there is a three part of that JWT, like header, payload, and the
Mm-hmm.
signature. And from
Okay.
the header, we use in the payload we save the claims like username, account ID, and these are the things we save in this. And the header we use like whatever we key, like key we use, like what we use, like some security key in the header we
Mm-hmm.
use, and in the signature we use like HS256, like that signature we use. From these combination we make a token
Okay.
from these.
So can you tell me a scenario where modifying any part of JWT could lead to a security vulnerability?
Yeah, it if the user modify the token, but its signature is changed, so user have changed that token, but it will not access because that definition is changed so
Mm-hmm.
it will not access.
Okay. Hey guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Yash is preparing from our interview preparation kit and I think cracking multiple interviews. And guys, we have also referred him to the multiple companies. So let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert in MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects, code and video recorded sessions are there and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So guys, basically this material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, microservices, Kafka, Maven, Git, coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full interview preparation kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to interview. And guys, before moving to interview, since Yash is here, so we can ask for a feedback. Yash, can you please go ahead?
Yeah, it's a good for me. I am using that interview kit, so whatever I just some similar question that interviewer asked from this kit. So I just like to mention some interview question from this kit, like hash map. They ask for a hash map, like some coding question also. They ask for me like highest number. So it is very
Mm-hmm.
helpful for me, like that interview kit. So it will beneficial for
Okay.
me to give the interview answer.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Now moving to interview. And since we were discussing about JWT, so I have a question, Yash, for you. In a microservices architecture, you need to authenticate a user once and allow them to access multiple services without re-authentication. So how would generating JWTs facilitate this process?
So in that there is a one gateway. So gateway validate the that
Mm-hmm.
request. So is that token is validate or not? That check the expiration time. It's valid or not. So from this API gateway do that work for authentication in the
Okay.
microservices.
Okay, let's say a developer accidentally exposes the secret key in a public GitHub repository. So, what would be the implication and how we can resolve this issue?
So through this, I'm not properly aware about this, like
Okay,
a cat. So I like.
yeah,
I
yeah, it's
think the
fine.
signature. I think the signature must be changed. So I think it will not access from this.
Mm-hmm.
There is even some
Yeah,
token expiration time also. So
okay. Actually, exposing the secret key can lead to unauthorized access and manipulation of JWTs, right? Mitigations would be like immediately revoking the exposed key, issuing a new key, or rotating old tokens weekly, monthly, or whatever. Right. Additionally, we should educate developers about security and using a lot of things like .git ignore to exclude sensitive files from commits. It's very crucial, right?
okay. So you mean to say
Okay.
that like we change the secret key if it is exposed or not
Yeah,
commit that key. Like
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
my
If it
project,
is
I just save that key in the DB. So I think it will.
okay,
I think
you
it will.
are you guys exposing it to the users or like UI level or any Git repository? Not
No,
right.
no, we not.
Mm. Okay. And you guys are rotating any secrets like quarterly or monthly, like changing
No,
the secret key every quarter, something like that.
no, we not do that.
Okay.
We
Yeah, I think
we
it's a
save.
good practice if we rotate the secret keys quarterly or maybe half yearly, something like that. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Let's say an e-commerce application where a user's token must be validated before they can place an order. Okay. So how does Spring Security handle this validation process? Just tell me in terms of the e-commerce application.
E-commerce application. So
Mhm.
not about first of all e-commerce products. So I just
Okay.
doing working on that product based company. So in that product based company, we use the sim life cycle. So in that sim life cycle, there is this we have some microservice. So from in the microservice we use the gateway for this. So from this
Mm-hmm.
gateway we validate the user authentication. So
Okay. Okay, got it.
I'm not
So
sure.
have you worked with Spring Data JPA?
Yes, I work with Spring
You
Data.
mentioned, right? Yeah. So can you tell me the difference between CRUD repository and JPA repository?
CRD repository or the JPA repository. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the JPA, we no need to write the query. So from the
Mm-hmm.
JPA, we can write the exact method name of the column name. So according to this JPA, accordingly run the make the query whatever the user need to run, whatever the developer need to run. So in the this so in the card repository JP sorry in the card JPA. So in that it will like inbuilt method like save method. It will also provide find by ID method. So according to the JPA already give that thing. So it will automatically.
JPA repository basically extends CRUD repository only. CRUD repositories provide basic CRUD functionalities like saving, deleting, finding entities, right? And JPA repository, as I told you, extends CRUD repository, and as well as it provides some JPA specific methods like flushing, persistence, context, and applying batch updates, right?
Okay.
Yep. What could be the consequences of using CRUD repository instead of JPA repository in a large application with complex database transaction?
Card repository is used like I think it will take more time to if your data is large, so it will take
Mm-hmm.
times to update or doing because simply if we delete without the ID, so it will fetch all the tables and
Mm-hmm.
specifically that row need to delete. So if it will take time, but in the that we can use the by ID also some methods,
Mm-hmm.
so it will easy to do the operation. So it will
Okay.
less take less time.
Okay, so what are the methods mostly you are using in your projects of a Spring Data JPA?
Like we use the method like find by id save method, and
Okay.
some method we also use like according to like names, also column names, like whatever the query we need to run, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever the specific column that table. So like find by whatever the username and the account id specifically. So write the only the account names, oh sorry, column names. So according to
Mm-hmm.
this it will make the, and also the some queries also we write in this whatever the on the upside of method. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the need that query
Okay.
need to run.
Okay, so let's say a sports statistics application requires a complex query to find players who have scored above a certain threshold in the past games. So how would you approach this using query annotation? Like what would you do? What would you write?
I just use the native query whatever they need to run. So I write the native query in the jpa. So according to this I run this query.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
Okay.
just basically use in my project native query also. So according to this,
Okay. What's the
we
difference between
find
native query and normal queries?
norm native query we write the SQL query in the Java code. So according to
Mm-hmm.
the we pass the value whatever the value we need in this query, and we write like pass in that native query. But in the G what without the native query, we only use the column name. So according to this, it will build the whatever, build the exit query
Mm-hmm.
and runs in the database.
Okay. Okay, so let's say there are two tables and one is dependent on another. For example, um, there is a table users, right? And inside users, sorry, there is one more table hobbies, right? And let's say user have these hobbies, right? And we are mapping these two tables. User one has the list of these hobbies user 2, and let's say we have deleted user 1. So, and we should also delete the hobbies of user 1 in the hobbies table. So how you guys will you I mean, how will you manage it, or how will you do
From
it?
the cascade type we use in this. So from the cascade type we use the all or persist, like these things we use in the
So
merge.
what is this
So
all persist?
I just use the all. So all is used for
Okay.
the whatever we use delete from the parent, it will automatically
Hmm.
delete from the child. So these are
Okay.
in the all are merged in this. So
Hmm.
persist and they merge, and these are the combination in all. So this
Okay, got
that
it.
we use.
Yeah, it's fine. Can you tell me what are the different HTTP methods used in web development and what is their purpose?
HTTP method, like you are saying, that post method, put
Hmm.
method, delete method, put method, that I use in this. So
And
one more
patch?
is patch method. So
What's the
post
difference
method is
between put and patch?
put is used for the whole entity. Whatever we use update, it will work on the whole entity. It will
Okay,
run on that whole entity, but patch is used for the specific whatever with the column we need to update. So it will only run that query or that particular column. So that's the difference in the put and patch.
okay. Can you tell me a situation where incorrectly using get instead of post could lead to security risks?
Can you please repeat what?
Okay.
I'm not
Tell
getting.
me a scenario or situation where incorrectly using, I mean, tell me a situation where we are using get instead of post. I mean, we should use post for that scenario, but we are using get, and that is leading to a security risk. So I just want to know that situation.
So I think in that you are saying that we use the get method instead of post method.
Hmm.
So what are the
No, no,
cause of that?
no. I just want to know the situation or scenario when we are using get instead of post, and that is causing a security risk. I mean, there must be one situation where instead of using post, if we use get, there will be security risks, right? I just want to know the situation or scenario.
So I'm not properly aware about this. I'm not faced that
Okay.
problems. So in that, I think
Just think it like what is the purpose of post and what is the purpose of get?
purpose of get is like whatever we fetch the data from,
Hmm.
whatever we need to get the data, we use the get, and whatever we post that data, like need to insert that data, we use the post. So these are
Let's say
the.
if we are using get for submitting data, such as a login form, so it could expose sensitive informations like usernames and passwords in URLs,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So that would be one of the situation. Okay.
Okay, okay, it will leak the sensitive
It will leak the sensitive
data.
information.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
And also tell me if an application uses put instead of post for creating resources. So what would happen?
Updating resources. Oh,
Creating resources.
creating
If
resources.
we use put instead of post for creating resources, what would happen?
I think it will give the error because post make the new entry, but put is used for the existing entry,
Hmm.
whatever we need to already have that data. It will work on that data put, so it will give the entity not exist the error. So these things.
Okay. Okay. So let's say you are working on a post API. Let's say you are working on a login form. User is entering details and user hit the submit button, and our backend is taking that request as a post, and we are just saving the user's data, right? Let's say now you have changed from post to put. everything is same. We will I mean our I mean after changing this we will be receiving the request body or not.
Receiving the request body, I'm not get what.
Okay, let's
Like
say you
you are
have
hitting that
created,
post API first. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can continue.
let's say you have created an post you have created a post API for the user form. When user is hitting after filling the details, when user is hitting submit button, those details coming through that post API. I mean, there would be a request body, right? And there would be a like name, username, age, something like that, right? There would be request body for post API, and that request body is mapping whatever user have filled, right? And then saving into the database, right? Right. Now you have changed the post to put. So what will happen?
So post API, put API also accept the request body also.
Mm-hmm.
So it will work, but I think we have the ID also. Is that data exist or not? First, we need to check that if that data is not in the DB, so I think it will give the error. So that thing
Okay. I think put should ideally be used for updates where the client specific the resource URI. But there would be no errors. But using put for creating resources could lead to unintended replacement if the same URI is called multiple times and sometimes overwriting the data. Okay.
override. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have you heard about idempotency
No, no, I'm not aware.
in the REST API?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so idempotency means you just make sure, let's say you have updated one user, sorry, saved one user, and now if someone is hitting that request again and again, saving that user, but that is already there. So idempotency means save that thing one time and ignore the other requests if those are the same. I mean, intentions of those requests are the same.
So I think it will give the error or what? This it will
Okay,
not
so we
actually.
will pass the key, something like that, and we'll check if the key is there or not. If the key is new or not. If the key is new, then we are saving it. If the key is again, I mean, it's there in our database associated with some users, right? Then
Like you mean to
we
say
will.
that the user need to save that created that data like username, so it
Mhm.
check the username is already exist because username is unique for that.
Yeah, that
So
is
I think
idempotency key.
idempotency. Okay, okay,
Yep, yep.
okay.
Okay. How would you secure HTTP methods? Just tell me the brief in brief.
HTTP method, how is secured?
Not HTTP method, but REST APIs, POST REST API, GET REST API, or how it is already implemented in your project.
So I just use the it's a secure the HTTP request from this like we first check the token is validate or not, like
Mm-hmm.
it is expired or not, or it's a authorized user or not to have the permission of that API or not. So according to this, we check the it's a valid user or not. So according to this, we validate the expiration time of that token. So according to
Okay,
this.
okay, got it. Uh, so just tell me, let's say a new developer join your team, maybe fresher, right? And now someone asked him or her to work on REST APIs to create REST APIs actually, right? So what would be your suggestions to him or her, like how to start or like what's the best practices or just when will you will do, just keep in mind these things, like what would be your suggestions to that developer?
Yes, first of all, I give the suggestion like we use the specific method like put method, post method, what the
Hmm.
get method. These are the things first we use in that, and the proper logging of that API, because we need to debug that API, and some code maintain the code quality also, like no, not have the unnecessary looping and that things we need to give that developer. And what specific don't give the unnecessary query on the DB, and the only specific logic we need to implement
Hmm.
unnecessary, not use the anything. So because API is also check the time also, but that API, so response time, these are the things I told to that developer, new developer.
Okay. Okay, so tell me the internal working of hash map. Do you know?
Hash map internal marking. Yeah, I know. First, I pass the key in the put method, and put method check the calculate the hash code of that key, and the according to hash code of that key, it determines the bucket where the data is stored, and if that data is already there, it will, if the data is not present at bucket, so it will insert that data on that bucket. If that
Mm-hmm.
data is already exists on that bucket, it will override that data. So it is the internal working of that hash map.
Okay. Is the internal working is same before Java 8 and after Java 8 for hash map?
No, it will not the same, because
Why?
in the Java 8 we use the linked list and the tree also after the Java 8, so it will save that data, like same key data, same hash code data, it will store in the linked list. So it will store like a node. If that node have multiple, if that hash code have same hash code, so it will store like in the node form, so it will store like this. So after the Java 8.
Okay. Can we create our own custom hash map?
I'm not created that, but I think it will created that hash map.
Yes, yes, it
Own
will
hash
be
map.
created. Um,
Yes.
if we need any specific requirement that I mean hash map is
Yes.
not
Yes.
fulfilling, then we can create it. I know
Yes.
it will be a lot of codes, but yes, that's true. We could create it. Okay. Tell me the advantages of concurrent hash map over hash map.
Yeah, concurrent hash map we use for the multiple threads. So it will use for the multiple threads, like because in the multiple threads, so it will use as a synchronized way. So at a time
Mm-hmm.
only the one thread is come, and whatever the action that thread do the work, it will use, because hash map is used for the single thread. It will
Mm-hmm.
give the exception like modification, concurrent modification exception. So in the concurrent hash map, it will not give that error, because it will only block the specific bucket, not the whole map. So these are the advantages of that concurrent hash map.
Okay. Okay. So tell me the internal working of concurrent hash map before Java 8 and after Java 8.
Concurrent hash map, like I'm not aware of the Java before Java 8 or after Java 8. I just know the working of that. Like it will use as a in the synchronized way. So whenever the key whenever the data come to insert in that, it will check the hash code, whatever the hash code.
Mm-hmm.
So in that hash code, we use the specific keys, specific bucket, whatever that bucket. If that bucket have that limit more than 8, so it will change to tree also. So that's the thing I
Okay.
know, that concurrent as well.
Yeah, concurrent hash map uses buckets and all. I think you don't know.
Yes,
But
yes,
yes, bucket there is bucket level locking. There is CAS compare and so. Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay, yeah, it's
yes.
fine. Moving ahead, how functional interface is related to lambda expression?
Functional interface, I think it is used for the like functional interface is like one abstract method.
Mm-hmm.
So it will like you are saying that how it will related with lambda exception.
Mm.
So I think it will lambda exception also like producer consumer. So I think using this lambda exception. So it is a part of functional interface.
Okay. Uh, that's true. A functional interface in Java is an interface with just one abstract method. And these things allowing it to be implemented by lambda expression. That is a relation or between functional interface and lambda expressions.
Like it is
And it
part of
pro
functional interface. Lambda
yes,
exception.
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
No, no. Lambda expression can implement, I mean, this function interface inside it. Like,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
we use in the runnable lambda
Mm-hmm.
exception.
Runnable,
So
callable.
runnable callable. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so have you used optional class ever in your project or your personal project?
Yes, yes, I use option
Okay.
class
What is the purpose of optional classes?
to remove the null pointer exception. It will give the some defaults value. Also,
Okay.
it will give the specific errors.
To remove the null pointer exceptions, but
Yes.
before optional classes, uh, were there any way to remove the null pointer exception?
To user manually check the if that data is null
Okay,
or
so
whatever the
how we used to manually check?
manually check like whatever the entity or the specific column value like it not equal to null or is that
Null
showing if
checks.
yes null checks. So if
Okay,
that blank data or whatever the these things
got it.
is that
Have
empty or
got it. Have you
these things.
used parallel stream?
Parallel sim, yeah, I use
Where?
parallel sim in the whatever we parallelism is used in the also
No, no.
threading.
Where
I
did you use
yes, yes, I just use in the threads parallel streaming. So I
threads
need
for
to
what?
we need I just recently used that parallel stream because I just work on that one task like
Okay,
I
tell
need
me that
to.
task.
Yes, yes. The task is creating the IPs of specific IPv4 and IPv6. So in this, I have that two specific data. So according to this, I just use the two threads. So according to that thread, it will work on like it will insert creating that IPs in the parallel. So I use the same list and specifically it will get the IPv6 separate list and the IPv4 separate list. So it
Okay.
will work on same.
What is the difference between stream and parallel stream?
So parallel stream it will work on a parallel way like multiple list will work at the same time, but in this stream it will only allow someone single at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the difference in parallel or
Okay, which
simple.
is more efficient?
Which is more efficient? Parallel stream is more efficient for if we have the multiple.
So then why don't we use parallel stream for every case?
It will give the data inconsistency, so we not use that.
No, no, I didn't. You said parallel stream is more efficient than stream, right? Then why cannot we use parallel stream everywhere in each case instead of a stream?
I'm not
Okay.
get.
Yeah, actually, parallel stream is complex than the stream.
Okay,
We should not use parallel stream for simpler tasks. Parallel stream has very high time utilization. It takes time, right? And it's still heavy operations.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
We should not use, even let's say if we just want to work on a sequential thing, sequential topic. So we should use stream, not stream. Okay, and because unnecessary we will use parallel stream, and this will create uh complex overhead, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yes, it's done from my end, and yes, it was a very, very nice interview.